Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I've posted in the past. Please leave me a comment below the video. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. A sustainable home cooking requires a system. And this is the reason that I developed the fast cooking system, which stands for flavor tasting, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. When Chris first adopted my fast cooking system, he found it quite challenging. Up to this point, he cooked a little bit, but he did not have a system. Everything seemed to be very random. But once he discovered advanced prepping plays a critical role to help him to make his home cooking more automatic, more intuitive, and also more spontaneous. Now, the reason I adopted stir frying as the main cooking method because of its speed and efficiency. You can put a meal together with stir frying in a matter of about 20 to 30 minutes. However, stir frying requires prepping. Now, if you put in the prepping time in together with the stir frying, then an overall meal preparation can be extended into 1 to 2 hours. And this is probably the reason, despite the efficiency of stir frying, it's not really widely adopted by most Americans as a home cooking technique. And because of this, I want to make sure that it is possible to make home cooking efficient is to introduce the concept of advanced prepping. The idea of advanced prepping is actually quite simple. Just imagine you come home late in the afternoon and you want to put a meal together on the table in about 20 minutes. You go in the kitchen and you thaw out some chicken that you already cut in advance. You put it in a bowl of lukewarm water and in about 10 minutes you are ready to cook. Now, this is the essence of advanced prepping. So when Chris adopted my advanced prepping, and he started to realize that the possibility for him to use chicken is almost infinite. Each evening, he does not really need to plan ahead in terms of getting the chicken thawed out. In the past, before he did advanced prepping, the chicken would take about an hour to thaw. So most of the time when he come home, he will be too late to thaw out the chicken. But now it is different. He's now able to cook many different types of chicken dishes because simply he can have chicken anytime he wants. And this is the significance of advanced prepping. And because of advanced prepping, not only chicken can be prepped in advance, there are many other proteins. So when it comes to proteins, there's a great advantage is by cutting them in advance and then freeze them to the size that you want to use for stir frying. So anytime when you're ready, you know you have the chicken already to go. But now you can have other type of meat. You can have beef, you can have pork, shrimp, or anything that you would like. Okay, first of all, so how did you do advanced prepping for chicken? If you have never done it before, the first recommendation I will to you is to get a pair of ceramic knife. Now, ceramic knife is great for cutting meat. The reason is that ceramic knife can stay sharp for much longer. So you can have a pair of ceramic knife and use it for over several years without ever have to sharpen it. And this is what happened to me. And they're inexpensive. Now you can buy a ceramic knife for about $10. This is the one that I have been using for quite some time. Now, advanced prepping has also another distinct advantage is that because through advanced prepping, you are able to cut up a large number of meat, in this case chicken, and you will have them available. You spend maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes to prep 5 pounds of chicken, but then you will be able to use it over the next 5 to 6 weeks. Now, in here, there's also another advantage. Because through advanced prepping, you can prep a large number of meat and you can buy them when they are on sale. So it has a economic and financial advantage to that. A little bit time you put ahead not only will make your cooking more efficient, but at the same time, it will reduce your food budget as well. When you come to advanced prepping, knife skill is really important. If you are not comfortable in using a knife, you should have some practice, because you do not want to cut yourself. That is probably the most negative aspect when you have to do a lot of advanced prepping. Now, the method I use is called claw technique. It's a very simple method, and it's a method that is truly fail-safe. You will always be safe using this technique. You will never have problem cutting yourself. I have been using this technique for almost 30 years. Once I have adopted this method, I never have any chance to cut myself. The method is very simple. As you notice here, I curl the tip of finger underneath my hand, and the end result is that I use the back of my hand to guide the knife. So in this way, I always have a tactile sensation, the position of the knife. And because my fingertip is hidden away, I never will cut my finger. This is a simple but effective knife skill. Many people use this knife skill, and because of how you guide the knife, you can cut it into very thin slices. Now, after I slice the chicken to the size that I want, I will store them in Ziploc sandwich bag. Now, the reason I choose Ziploc sandwich bag is because it's the right size. You might find it too small, or you might find it too big. The reason I choose that because I usually store about 8 ounces of chicken in each of the bag. This is the amount of chicken that is appropriate for me to cook a dish. Now, I use chicken as a condiment rather than as a main ingredient. So first of all, after I fill the bag to 1/3 capacity, I usually weight it as well. I will push as much air as possibly can through the bag. And then I push the chicken inside the bag, so I will create a thin layer. Now, this turned out to be really important in terms of for the purpose of thawing. And then I label the bag on the top flap. Now, this turned out to be the best place to label because it allows you to write effectively. But there's other reasons which I will demonstrate to you later. Once you label the bag, I will freeze them in a horizontal position in the freezer. I lay them flat, and the reason is that once they are frozen, they form a hardened layer, and I can stand them up and put them in the freezer, just like I would put files in a file cabinet. Now here you can see the advantage of labeling on the top flap, because now I can easily see the content, and in this case, the date of the chicken that I've frozen. So each evening, when you want to have some chicken, all you have to do is to pick out a bag you want, and then you put it in a bowl of lukewarm water. This will thaw out in about 5 to 10 minutes, simply because it has maximum surface area to expose to the water in the sink. This method allows you to have chicken almost any time you want. And this efficiency play a significant role, because now if you question whether you should cook or not, you know that maybe you should go home to cook because you can have a meal ready in a very short time. Now, in addition to chicken, you can have other kind of meat prep in this manner as well. You can have beef, pork, lamb, venison. Normally, I will have about 4 to 6 different kind of proteins available to me. And this makes my meal interesting. I never have to feel bored that I am running out of things to cook. So once you start doing this type of prepping, if this is the first time when you prep, I will prep some chicken. Because once you freeze the chicken, it will be available to you for the next several months. So you never have to worry about it being wasted. Now, when you prep with vegetable, there's a different story, and I will show you some of the techniques and some of the ideas that I might recommend them to you. Prepping plays a critical role, and advanced prepping will enhance the efficiency of the fast cooking system. And that's the reason why advanced prepping plays such a critical role that will allow you to cook in less than 30 minutes from scratch using all fresh ingredients. And that's why we need a system like the fast cooking system. With the 4 attributes in flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking, it will allow you to establish a routine that allow you the possibility of doing some of the things you don't even have to think about. When you do prepping, when you start to accustom with the prepping process, you automatically to do that. So if you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.